Right, so next, Milton of Funab
Yep.
at funab.co.uk. Start with the cost, was £27 a night.
But there is a minimum of 2 nights.
Yes, so it's
stay,
a minimum spot.
Or
Yes.
3 nights on bank holidays.
Right. Fully serviced pitch. Right.
Well,
Okay, so let's look at location. Very close to Pit Lockery. It's a good stretch of the legs to get into Pit Lockery itself.
yeah.
It'll
Not
be
far. Uphill.
it'll be about a
Within
mile.
walking distance.
It's about a mile uphill. But having said that, there's some lovely walks around by the river. Even
Yeah.
I managed to do some walks around the river, and it's very handy if you like Pit Lockery. And again, if it's somewhere that you're looking to stay on the road to further up, good for that. So, what do we think? 17, 18?
Yeah, 18. I would
18.
say.
18. All right. Aesthetics. It's a big campsite.
It's a very big campsite, but was very, very quiet.
Yes, it was.
And it's very well looked after.
It is. Yes, it's very well looked after. Where we were, I did not have an uninterrupted view of the countryside or anything like that. I could see an awful lot of caravans and motorhomes. I don't know that I find that aesthetically pleasing, but I suppose it's where you're located on the site. In terms of what's around the site, it looks lovely.
Yes.
If you like big sites and what have you, you'll have no problem with this. I'm going to go 15.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Lovely. Now, the pitch we had there, again, fully serviced, again, perfectly level, wasn't it?
Yes.
We had no need for any rampage or anything like that. More to the point, we could wind the stairs down and they stayed.
Yes.
They didn't dig holes, which was nice. The drainage was good. Electric was 16 amp. Everything was fine on the pitch, no problem there. So pitch-wise, I am going to give it 19.
Yeah. Yeah.
No doubt people will want to know why I didn't give it that extra point. It's because my other name is Craig Revel Horwood. Right. Facilities and services.
Yeah,
services and facilities. They've got a shop, seems reasonably well stocked. The showers and toilets are clean and tidy and scattered about all over the place, and some of them have been recently refurbished.
Yes, they have, yeah.
It all looks very clean.
There's a laundry,
2
dog walk.
Yes, dog walks. There's everything you'd want.
And to include in the services, they've got a very good system for booking in, especially with COVID and their regulations at the moment, in that if you pay the full amount up front, you get you don't have to register at the office when you get there.
That's right.
They
It's
will send you
contactless.
an email with your pitch number on. You go to your pitch and you send them an email to tell them when you're there. I thought that was fabulous.
Yes, very good. So for services and what have you, a good 18?
18, yeah.
Yeah, good 18.
Yeah.
Right, so then we come to cost. Now, I think we got a bit knocked off because we're old.
Yes, if you are over
60.
there is a discount to be had.
So that's worthwhile bearing in
Yeah.
mind. If you're under 60, pay full price.
So we paid £27 a night.
That's what we paid.
Yeah.
And we liked it.
And I would give it 19.
19?
Yeah.
19. So then, 19, 37, 52, 52, 62, 71, 81, 89. 89. That's a high mark.
It is.
And it's a richly deserved high mark.
Yeah.
We liked that one a lot.
Yes.
And next on the list, Rosemarkie.
Yes, Rosemarkie.
Rosemarkie, the camping and caravan club site. Right off the top of the thing, it was £25 a night, depending on your membership and age.
Yes.
Again, old buggers, so we got it cheap, which I like.
You can go even if you're not a member.
Yes.
But the amount you would save covers the membership fee.
If you stay in 3 nights, as we did, then we saved not just the membership fee, but also a portion of fish and chips by taking membership out. So by being a member, that's what happens. Okay, location. It's right on the edge of the sea. You can walk for miles. There's all kinds you can see. You can go fishing, you can see dolphins, you can see blackbirds with a white bottom that pretend they're dolphins and fool you all the time. There's a golf club right beside it. The aspect is beautiful. I would suggest if it's blowing a gale you'll know about it, but if it's lovely it'll be gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous.
The golf club makes you very welcome.
Yes, there for food.
You know, food and drink.
There are eatery places within 3/4 of a mile. It's 3/4 of a mile to the furthest you can walk along the bay to the left. I think the location is absolutely 19.
I went 20 in my head, but
I'm not going 19 and a half.
No,
I love you
we'll
so
go
much, have the
19
20.
then. Go 19.
I will do 19.
Yeah.
Make the maths hard.
I suppose somewhere there's one that's absolutely perfect.
Yes. Aesthetics? Again, it's down with the location, isn't it?
Yeah.
The views are tremendous. The aesthetics are brilliant. Possibly the only blight would be, well, nothing really, unless I'm there. But yes, very quiet, very well looked after. And the two wardens that were there when we were there, Ian and his missus, brilliant people. Where are we going to go with that? 17? Okay, now the pitches, grass. Ian was amazing. Yes, there's pegs out, and yes, you're supposed to park with your rear side, offside, neck side, quarter beside the peg. And what he said was, it's claggy, coming on me. Ignore the peg, coming on me. Now, when first I reversed on the peg. He said, go out, coming on me. I'll put you so that where your door is, there'll be no clag. Which was amazing. It was electric only, wasn't it?
Yes.
So there's no super pitches or anything like that. It is electric only, and I think all the pitches are the same, aren't they?
Well, no, some don't have electric.
Yeah, well, they're tenting pitches, aren't
No.
they? Are they not?
No.
Oh, so you can wild camp and pay for it if you like.
Yeah.
Fine.
I believe so. Anyway.
Well, whatever turns you
I
on.
might be wrong.
So yes, we didn't need any ramps, but many others did. It's like, I suppose, like any grass pitch that hasn't got that honeycomb stuff in it, it's going to be uppy downy, which, you know, it was. So pitches wise overall, I think I'm going to have to give that 14, 15. Right, we've gone 15. Showers, toilets, waste and what have you, this is the services. One in the middle, wasn't there, for everybody on the seaside, and another one for the one that was yonder side of the road, the back side of the road as I call it. Again, everything in the one place for toilets, showers and rubbish waste, bagged waste and recycling and stuff. But the water services and grey water services were right beside where we were. I think there was two of those, one either side. No shop.
No.
Shop was in the village or the town, whichever it is.
Which isn't far.
It's a nice stretch of the legs and plenty of seats on the way. Nice place, but services wise, not top of my list. I wouldn't have said.
Well, no, I would give it 16.
16. That sounds good to me. Right. So now we've got to come up to the cost. I'll be honest, I don't care what it costs to go there.
I know.
It's lovely. It's so peaceful. It's so lovely. It's so scenic. It's so nice. I don't care what it costs. So where are we going? Jill has written 20.
Well, yeah.
It's
because
like that.
It's just absolutely fabulous.
Yes. So that's a total of 39, 56, 66, 71, 81, 87. And that, I think, is probably a little bit low using objective stuff, because subjectively, it's 20 out of 20 for everything.
Well, yeah.
For us.
Yeah.
We will be there again like a shot. We will definitely be going back, be taking fishing rods and all kinds of stuff. Right, now to Loch Linnhe. This one will be very, very quick. £25 a night, booked from pitch up. We booked it purely and simply as a stopover for one night because we wanted to go to Bunree and we couldn't get that night at Bunree. It's basically a holiday village that has how many pitches for tours? 19 touring pitches. None of them are all that. They're all level-ish. You may need chocks, you may not. It's tidy enough, and it's quiet. It's nothing like the pictures they show you on the site. You get the feeling that you're going to be overlooking the loch all the time. You're not. Certainly not from where we were.
You can see it.
You can see it, but you're not overlooking it.
Yeah.
It's not picturesque
No.
at all. We had, so location-wise, very handy for Fort William, very handy if you need to be around there on the way to somewhere as a stopover, and I would rate it no higher than a stopover. So location-wise, I'll give it 15 because location's not bad. It's an interesting little drive to get to it. Aesthetics, again, it's a little bit Marmitey, isn't it?
Yeah.
The pictures themselves are just delineated by logs. So we're giving that 15.
Yes.
Right, we had an electric only hard standing. The pitch was alright, it was level enough. It pittled it down, we didn't get to say much. 15 again.
Yeah.
Why not? When we were there, the shop wasn't open.
No.
It doesn't look to be that big. The showers and toilets look to be okay. I've got to say, it's the best chemical waste unit I've ever come across. So that gets 5 by itself, which knocks it up to a total of, as my wife has just said, 17. So £25 a night as a stopover for it was. Did we get good value? Ish. I'm gonna give that a 15. So we have 77 is the total for that. Not somewhere I would go and stay for any longer than a stopover.
No.
Doesn't suit us at all.
Bunree.
Right, let me state from the outset, I am somewhat biased. I have seen so many videos about this place that I'd fallen in love with it before we got there. The aim was to go to Bunree on this trip. And Rosemarkie, it has to be said. We paid £26.50 a night, that's the sea. Again, over 60. That was a non-awning pitch. You can't have an awning when you're on the front row, and that's as it should be, I think. Right, location, south of Fort William, overlooking the loch, and it's right on the Lochside. And the walks around there are phenomenal. If you have transport, you can get anywhere you like. There's even fairly decent parking for motorhomes, so if you want to go backwards and forwards into Fort William, you can. That's not too much of an issue. Jill has just written down 19 for location for Bunree, and I would agree. Aesthetics, it's lovely. It's just lovely. It's very well maintained. The views from wherever you are on that site are stunning, aren't they? I mean, some people might say that we were tucked away a little bit on pitch 50. It certainly didn't feel like that. We had plenty to look at, plenty to see.
Yeah, but we were sheltered.
And we were sheltered, yes, away from the worst of the
winds,
weather.
Yeah.
So that was lush. So that's a 19 again.
Yeah. I think if the weather had been better, it would have probably been 20. But
yes,
you know,
pitch was hard standing without awning, which is fair enough. Electric. The pitch itself was level for us. Most other people had ramps. Yes, so our pitch was level. Most other people seem to have some kind of levelling equipment out to get it right. Pitch wise, I'll go 16. 16 for the pitch. Finally, services and stuff like that is pretty standard caravan and motorhome club fodder. They're all pretty much the same from what I can gather.
but you've got to pay extra for the Wi-Fi.
Yes, which I don't like. Your
So
Wi-Fi is free with the camping and caravanning club. You have to pay extra for it with caravan and motorhome club. That said, we had decent signal, didn't we?
Yeah.
So we were able to get Wi-Fi and stuff like that. That was okay. There is a drive over waste disposal, which we didn't use, did we?
No, because we were moving on.
We were okay. We were fine. and that's really it. So what have we got? 17 for the services. So at £26.50 a night, because we're over 60 maybe, or because of VAT reductions or stuff like that, I'm going to give that 19. Again, value for money. I loved it there, it was lovely. So that gives a total of 57, 67, 73, 83, that's a total of 90. So Bunree gets 90 out of 100, and I think deservedly so. And finally we get to Catrine House, the last part of our journey. It was £30 a night. That's the cost. The location, out in the wilds and woolies really, or it felt like it, but about 20 minutes away from Ayr, if you wanted to go into Ayr. Loads and loads of lovely walks away from the site, quite scenic aside from the fact that it's got the A76 beside it. Loads of places of interest that you can visit, and they're all given to you in the clubhouse. We're going to give location 18. Aesthetics, right, it's close to the main road, but it's really quiet. It's very well looked after. It's our work in progress, a lot
I think
of it.
so, yeah, because
Yes,
it's changing over into a motorhome site.
There's new sites and new facilities being put on all the time, so that's good. We've given that a 15. The pitches, some are very slopey, some are very flat. The ones up to the top are quite flat. The ones behind where we were very slopey, which means that you can get your drainage. They're all fully serviced, so there was water, electric and drainage on there, and not too far to walk to empty the lava bucket cassette. I think we've got to say 14, 15 for the pitches overall, because some of them are really slopey and slanty. Services and what have you. Clubhouse is open 24/7 and it's comfortable, very clean, very clean. The toilets and showers, as you will have seen, are absolutely spotless. As Jill said, not a hair out of place, not a hair to be seen, and quite often there is, usually in the plug-o. There's free Wi-Fi, although if you're not in the clubhouse, you ain't getting any. It's not very strong. It's dog friendly, very. Lovely walks away from the place, and also adults only. So you've got recycling, there's dishwashing facilities and stuff like that. I think we go 17 there. 17, cool. Which comes up back up to the £30 a night. I liked it there. To be honest, I would have thought a little less than 30 would have been better. I'm going to go 17. 17. Right, so for Catrine House then, that's 35, 50, 65, 82. We liked it, nicely placed, and a place we would use again. We stayed there 3 nights and we weren't complaining. Now, right, for the rest of the trip, we did just shy of 800 miles on this, having to take 1 or 2 detours. Would have been longer had we got to the last site, but we didn't. That didn't happen, and they still haven't got back to us. Money's gone, don't care. We had a whale of a time. Filled the diesel tank thrice, once before we left, once again just before we went up to Rosemarkie, and one more time just before we got to Catrine House. And we've got, I just looked at it this morning, 3/4 of a tank full. So we started with 1/4 of a tank, so it's what is it, that's we've done 2.5 tanks of fuel. So that is 200 quid, 800 miles, 4 miles to the quid in these days of elevated prices for diesel, which is ridiculous, frankly. And a lovely trip, wasn't it?
Fabulous.
Where would you go back to?
Rosemarkie.
Yes.
Um,
Bunree.
Possibly, yeah. Rosemarkie was my favourite.
Right.
I know it hasn't come out top of our scoring system.
No, that's what happens
Because
when you've got an objective scoring
That's right,
system.
yeah, and it's not, because it's not just about what we liked, it's about what is there for everybody.
Yes. I like the seaside ones best.
Well, I love the sea. So,
Rosemarkie,
yeah.
Bunree, because I can take fishing rods next time we go.
Well, yes.
So
Yeah.
they're going to happen. The whale, if we never go back there again, I won't cry. Hoik, if we never go back there again, I won't cry.
I was quite disappointed with Hoik, mainly because of the photos
Yes,
on
expectation was
the
not lived up to.
expectation
Yes.
was nowhere near.
No.
They're obviously very old photographs.
Obviously. So yes, out of that little lot, I would go back to Catrine House because I found that lovely and
Catrine
peaceful.
House, yeah.
I would certainly go back to Rosemarkie,
Yeah,
and I would probably stay there 4 nights.
yeah.
I would certainly go back to Bunree, and
Yeah.
again I would probably stay there 4 nights.
And Milton and
Milton of Fanab,
I wouldn't have a problem going there again. There's a few places that I didn't get to that I would like
I would
to
yes, I
walk
would
to.
go back to Milton of Fanab, but I wouldn't do 4 nights, 2 maximum for me.
Yeah, yeah.
And that really is about where I'm at with it all.
Mm-hmm.
It's all good. So
Yeah.
there you go. That's a quick sum up of the adventure to Scotland trip. We hope you've enjoyed watching the series, if indeed you have.
Yeah.
And if you're just tuning into this one, go back to the first one and watch them through. There's not that many.
No.
It'll not take that long. It's not like War and Peace, is it?
Hope not.
But if there's anything you think you would like us to cover in any of these videos, do please let us know. We'll probably tell you where we're going before we go there. Like at the moment, while you're watching this, or when this gets released, I should say, we'll be in Ulverston getting the stilts fitted to Vandromeda, and there'll be a video about that. That'll probably be the next one you see, in fact. If there's anything you want to know about that, tell us.
Yep.
Because if we don't know what you want to know, then we won't know.
No.
Because if you don't know what you don't know, you don't know what you don't know.
Right.
And if you know that, you're all right, aren't you?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
So that's it for this video. We hope you've enjoyed it,
Yes, we do.
and we'll see you next time. But until then, enjoy the roads,
Enjoy the skies.
but most of all, enjoy your lives. See you next time. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.